Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the balls run through the tee, they are in for a show. Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Fresno State's offense will start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Oh, everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Ball.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Getting some heat. Now he's going to break the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Fresno State will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That's caught. It's Davis. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Trying to get to him. The ball pops out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so... Because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Throws to the wideout. And he intercepts it.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown ball! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first.
Intercepted. A first down for the offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Past the first down marker and still running. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They want to run this quarterback. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line getting set on second down. A run for the quarterback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
It's complete. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense, I just can't find any answers.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fresno State right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Second down coming up. He'll keep it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Strong, firm tackle.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Bulldogs are rolling down the field. Off play action on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Pulls it in inside the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great throw, great catch. I know you smelt the pylon and you wanted to get in the end zone, but now you got first and goal set up in a great position to succeed.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick handoff. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
Fresno State, 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Here's the handoff. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Vols want to move quickly.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you've got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Makes a connection. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Vols getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Battle. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond. Here
comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Scanning the field, it's Cuevas coming after it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin him back deep in their own end. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Volunteers have pushed it inside the 20. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to throw it again. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking downfield, it's Battle. Buys a little extra time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown ball! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And the Volunteers take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He uncorks one deep. What a snag by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Put it behind you. Next play.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw, it's Cuevas. Shoots it to the left. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice move. Create some space. And this is why a mobile quarterback is the defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to pass on 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. Here's the return from inside is Tenn. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Battle. Quick strike complete.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. With the catch, it's Davis. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
He's got his man. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And he picks up the first down, and he doesn't. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He got it. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? The Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. From the gun, looking for a man. Feeling some heat. He'll throw it. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Power football with the run. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
I know the passing game sells. The passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
At the 20, he's got space. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Battle. He's going to take off. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Vols have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. And back to the air on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. He caught it!
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
To the air, it's Battle. He's got it. Touchdown, Volunteer. And the pummeling has started. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, to get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day.
And he throws another interception. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Toss sweep right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air, it's Battle. They're working that left side. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This is a long fourth down try, but the offense stays on the field. Sends it downfield. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown ball! And the punishment has been extended. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And more yards after contact. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Tennessee, 56.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Cuevas. It's caught. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Pulled down for the tackle.
What a 3rd down stop by this defense. 3rd down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
It is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Dropping back, it's Battle. Finds the tight end, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Volunteer! And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Running back searching for a hole. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. On to attempt to try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it.
Tennessee, 70. Fresno State, 70.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to throw, it's Cuevas. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
And number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break.
Headed to the end zone. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Fresno State, 17.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll look to pin them deep. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. Well, this one had